Okay, here we go. Yet not I, but through Christ in me. We're going to do this in the key of C, but we're going to do all G shapes. So I'm capoed on 5. Okay? And all the song is finger picking until you get to the last chorus, which I like to take the capo off and get nice big C chords when we get there. So the beginning is just a little bit of a vamp. And basically, this whole time, you're going to play the bass note, whatever that is, either the 6th or the 5th string. But then you're going to alternate it with the 4th string. So it's going to be a lot of this. You're just going 6 to 4. If your bass note is a B, we'll play. If your bass note is a C, we'll play. If it's a C over E, we'll play. And then the only thing is we're going to play the D. So you take your C shape, move it up 2 frets, you have your D shape. I never actually end up using the top strings down here. So I really just have my fingers relative to the capo on the 4th and 5th strings up here. And you'll go 5 to 4 because you have your D bass note here. So we have your G at the very beginning, and so you're just going 6 to 4. They tailor pick it just a little bit and they go to the 3. Then you have your C over E, so you're just playing open strings. Then your G over D, all you need is this finger right here. C over E. Actually, you got to put your C down. And then they do that all over again. G, C over E. I go back and forth from the 5 to the 4 there. Then you move 2 up frets. Just keep going back 5 to 4. And then we go back to the C over E. So go down 2 frets. Gift of grace. And then we're going to go into the first verse. And this, we just do diamonds. So we're just going to pluck with gift of grace. And I actually am plucking the 6, 4, and 3rd string. Grace is Jesus. And they did do the D to C. And again, I'm just plucking 4, 5, 3, those 3 strings. What gift of grace is Jesus, my Redeemer? There is back to a G for heaven, E minor, and again I'm still plucking 6, 4, 3. Heaven now to give. I'm gonna go up to this D. He is my G, my righteous. Now your bass note's a B, so I'm gonna pluck 5, 4, and 3, and then do the C as my bass. Back to the D. Deep and boundless peace. Now we're going to start picking again. And your bass note's a B, so we're going to play to this. And we're just going to keep going from our bass note to the 4th string. To this I C's your bass note. Hold, my hope is only. G's your bass note. B, C is D. And we're going to go up to this D. And I put both of them down for the D chord. Oh, how G. A minor, and your A is right here, but you need to put your middle finger down on the 4th string. So you get that. Back to the D. B. Walk up to the C. G. D, I put both fingers down. Back to the G. And then we're back to the intro. C over E. D. C over E. The night is dark. We're just going to alternate. That's a G to a C. For by my G, the Savior. E minor to. I'll teach you the walk up. G. C. For in my G. D. G. B to a C. My shepherd Put your middle finger on the 4th, B to a C, yet not G, D, G, and then we're back to the intro. And then you get to verse 3 and you're going to do the same thing. You're just keeping... There's a couple of walk downs, which I'll talk about at the end of the video if you want to learn them on that verse. When we get to verse 4, there's not an interlude in between those. So we go, yet not I, but through Christ in me. With every breath, I long to follow Jesus. For he has said that he will bring me home. Sorry. Day by day. So you're just doing these little boom booms, like a little heartbeat, boom boom. And the drums, toms are doing that with you. And then I go ahead and I take off my capo during that in day by day. And I'm just going to keep my C shapes. I know you really do. And you can strum from there on out. So I'll talk about the walk down real quick. There's a couple places, pretty much in every verse, they do this little walk down, which I think is really fun. And once I figured it out, it wasn't that bad. Okay, so this little walk down is fun to do during the verses. So you've got your C shape. If you move it up, you've got your D shape. So you're going back and forth on the 5th and 4th strings. And what you do is you change to the 4th and 3rd. Then you put your pinky down right underneath your ring finger. Lift it up. Slide down to your C shape. And then lift your middle finger up again. So again, you're up here at the D shape. You're going back and forth on the 5th and 4th. What you're going to do is change to the 4th and 3rd, this. But you're going to put your pinky down. Lift your pinky up. Slide down to the C shape, do that again, and then lift up your middle finger. So it sounds like this. And that happens you'll see whenever you see a walk down on my notes. For by my side, the Savior, he will stand. Yeah, and I actually don't even put my first finger down for any of that. I just have these 2 fingers going on. Pinky off, slide down, middle finger off.
Vamp, 2, 3, 4. Intro.
C over E. Bring it up. Your 5 and 4. Back to 6 and 4. 6 and 4.
Verse 1.
Just gonna pluck here. 6, 4, and 5. B is in the bass, so you're not using the 6th string there.
Chorus 1.
Now you'll start to pluck. B, C, G, G, B, C, G. We're gonna do a walk down. Oh, not here. Oh, strange. Do a A minor, B, walk up to a C, G,
Turn around. Drums in.
G. Back to the intro. I go back from the 5 and the 4 on that one. Sorry.
Chorus 2.
To B to a C. B to a C. A minor to a B, walk to a C. G,
Turnaround.
D. Back to the intro.
Verse 3.
C, G.
Chorus 3. Verse 4. Breakdown.
This is where we're going to do the heartbeats. Ba-bum to a C. Ba-bum. Ba-bum. G. Ba-bum. E. Ba-bum. D. Ba-bum.
Slowly
We're
build.
going to take off the capo. From there, you're just strumming.